Thank you, State Representative Peters. Now, I'd also like to introduce our next speaker. When it comes to tackling our region's biggest threats, like climate change, sea level rise, there is no better solution. Also, for moving away from offshore drilling, there is no better solution than shifting to 100% clean, renewable energy. And I am so proud to say that St. Petersburg was the first city to make that commitment in the Southeast United States. So I'd like to turn it over to St. Petersburg Mayor Rick Kriseman for helping to make that happen.
Good morning, everyone. We may not be, sorry, Mayor, we may not be in St. Pete, but I have to say the sun is certainly shining bright on us here today. Thank you all for being here. You know, it's been said a couple times how, you know, it was 7 years ago that we all gathered for the first time for a Hands Across the Sands event, and it was after the Deepwater Horizon spill and the devastation that was caused by that. And I at the time was serving in the legislature, and I remember standing with a colleague of mine, State Representative Keith Fitzgerald, and we likened oil drilling to a vampire, from the standpoint that we felt like we needed to really put that wooden stake in the heart of oil drilling off our Gulf, and that if we didn't, it was going to keep coming back and back. And now we see this threat coming back again, and so the vampire is still alive, and we still need to put that stake in its heart. What you all are doing here today, and your presence here today, is helping us do that, because today is really about raising the consciousness of our community, of our state, and of our nation, that drilling in the Gulf and the risks that it poses to our environment and to our economy are just not acceptable, and that as a state, as a country, we shouldn't put up with this, and we're not going to put up with it. And that's the message that we are sending here today. But it can't just end today. We have to continue spreading that message. We have to continue letting our state legislature, and thank you, Representative Peters, for your efforts, but we have to continue letting all of our legislature at the state and federal level know that it's not acceptable, that there are other alternatives and there are other energy sources that we can turn to. And yes, we've made that pledge here in St. Petersburg, and we want to challenge all other governments to join us in becoming 100% renewable. And so every project that we do going forward, we're going to be looking at that project and saying, what can we do to make it more efficient? And whether that's putting solar panels at our pier or on our police station, or using geothermal at one of our swimming pools to help heat it. Those are the things that we're going to continue doing. It's the work we're going to continue doing. But government can't do it alone. The community can't do it alone. It's all of us coming together as one and speaking with one loud voice. So thank you all so much for being here and being that loud voice today.